Cowboys offense will get the first crack at it here. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give from the gun. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 football.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Wants to throw. It's Flanagan. Getting some heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. This senior quarterback. Ready to run it when he has to pick up a first down.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He finds his man. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense.
And he takes it to the house. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Mountaineers offense will take the field for the first time. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive stage, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting set.
The best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Throws for the tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Mountaineers will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball? Looking deep. And he's got it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cowboys!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Caught behind the line. It's Dawkins. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First down to start the drive after the break. Catch in the middle. It's Clark. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. The play action fake. Grab behind the line. It's York. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Comes out throwing on first down. They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff. And a great job.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attack.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off. Give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Give to the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get...
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. The give to the tailback. They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel in the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and goal. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Using his feet. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cowboys!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that one.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fella on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Stillwater. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will.
All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half is the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Red pass, it's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes or goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one play.
The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's York. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They're trying to get to him. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. He gets a block. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The hand to the running back. Just destroying his way through the field. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Looking downfield, it's Flanagan. Still looking, on the move. He's going to take off.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. And he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive game.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
He's moving out of the pocket. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
He's right on target. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Going with the counter play here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. The corners are walked up tight. Tight end finds a soft spot. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. So going for it on 4th down is one thing. Quite another to say we're going to run it for a couple.
Yeah, that's impressive because that was a long 2 yards. And I think there are a lot of coaching staffs out there that would have probably tried to throw it or get their quarterback on the perimeter or give him a run-pass option. But not this offense. They believe in their guys up front.
And they got him for the sack.
The game plan was simple on defense. They had to find a way to contain one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football. And guys, not only have they contained him, they've completely shut him down. This offense has no points in this game. Remarkable job by the defense.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest and
going for it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this defense.
You got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Feeling some heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Flanagan trying to get to him. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Cowboys will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner will be brought down. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Looking to go up top on first down. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
At this point, it's a lot about pride for this offense. They're just trying to find a way to get on the board. They have been shut out. That last incompletion, I mean, they're now trying to take shots and see if they can just come up with something. I don't even know if they believe they can get it done. It just feels obligatory, guys, at this point. Let's just throw it up and see if something good can happen.
On second down, looking again to throw. He's got an open man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Mountaineers moving quickly to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads it left. He caught it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Defense showing blitz here. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. And the Mountaineers trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. He'll set up to throw. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception.
The expressway is wide open. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive, too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Nice job by the D, playing the pass first. QB scrambles. It's the fourth quarter. I got to save time. I got to save possessions. What do I do to end the run? Now I push the quarterback out of bounds. He goes out of bounds. Thank you. I didn't even have to waste a timeout. Nice job by the D.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Using his legs to buy some time. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Oklahoma State! And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week one sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch them...
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. Line gets set, 1st down. The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
The tackle was made after the 1st down. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
A great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to